Hello, everybody. Mallen back here today. Mallen Productions, and today we're gonna hop right into this. We're gonna do my second mock draft of the 2021 season. Now, Matthew Stafford was just traded to the LA Rams for 2 firsts, a third, and Jared Goff. So that really changes the landscape a little bit of at least who Detroit's going to go, and there's going to be a lot more moves that are going to really change the landscape of everything. I think Deshaun Watson's going to get traded. I believe he's going to get traded to Miami, but that's just my prediction. So we're going to hop right into this, and we're going to use the draftnetwork.com because I really like the way they have everything set up. It's just really comfortable, clean look. And first off, we have Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they're going to go Trevor Lawrence. I know they're going to go Trevor Lawrence. That's like as sure as death and taxes, okay? Trevor Lawrence, one of the best quarterback prospects we've ever seen, and that's locked in. Now, the Jets. Last time I had the New York Jets passing on Darnold, trading him away, and then taking Zach Wilson here. In this scenario, I'm going to say that they stick with Darnold. They like the talent he has. I think they move Mekhi Becton to right tackle and bring in Penei Sewell for their left tackle position. Now, here we are at number 3. We have Miami Dolphins. Now, this is really interesting because there's a lot of things that can go on with this 3 pick, and I don't think that Miami is going to be in possession of this 3 pick on draft day. No matter if it's to Houston or another team, Miami will not be picking at number 3. But for the sake of this mock draft, no trades. I'll take somebody that's going to be Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith, first Heisman Trophy winner in a long time at receiver position, my bad. And, they're going to reunite him with Tua in this scenario. And it's going to be Tua and Devonta Smith slinging the rock again in Miami. So that moves us on to 4 with the Atlanta Falcons. I really think they're going to move on from Matt Ryan. I think quarterback is definitely going to go here. Is it Zach Wilson or Justin Fields is the question. I think both need to sit. Really, really interesting here. Because, the next quarterback that's going to go off the board isn't going to go until pick 8, I believe, to the Carolina Panthers, unless somebody trades up. I think Zach Wilson here to Atlanta. Get him sit behind Matty Ice for a year, and then trade Matty Ice and Zach Wilson's your new starter. Now at 5, wow, we have the Cincinnati Bengals here, and the Bengals, what would they do? You could always use some extra protection there for your franchise, but their defense didn't look that great either. So I could see them going cornerback or edge. You got Micah Parsons here. They could go linebacker. This is tough. The Bengals, I think they take best available here, which Jamar Chase is on the board, but would they really get another weapon for Burrow? I could see it, but I think Kyle Pitts would be a better option than Jamar Chase just for the scheme fit of things. Patrick Surtain's on the board. He's a lockdown corner. But what about, you got it's a hodgepodge of offensive linemen. This is tough. I think they go defense. It's going to be Surtain. You got Kwity Paye. You got Parsons. I say they go Kwity Paye. Kwity Paye is a game-changing edge rusher. I really like him. I think he's going to rise up on people's draft boards come draft day, and he's definitely going top 10 no matter what. Now that brings us to the Philadelphia Eagles. They need a surefire receiver, and that is Jamar Chase. They're going to get that there to pair him with Rager and Dallas Goedert as their weapons for whoever their quarterback may be going into the season. Now, that brings us to the Lions, who don't need a quarterback, actually, because they just traded for Jared Goff. Well, they still kind of do need a quarterback, but I think they're locked into Goff's contract. They should roll with him for now. Stafford's gone, but they have a couple first-round picks going into the future, so they could surround Goff with the talent and maybe coach him up different. I don't know, maybe a different scheme, change the scenery will do him good. But right now, man, they're going to lose some receivers in free agency, so I can see them going Waddle They have Hawkinson, so they don't need Pitts. Micah Parsons would be really, really good scheme fit there. But I'm going to have them go Jalen Waddle, another receiver off the board. Great receiving class, but Jalen Waddle from Bama, just because they're probably going to lose Kenny Galladay. They're going to lose Marvin Jones. They're two big weapons there, and they're going to need a receiver for Goff to throw to, so they're going to get Jalen Waddle here at pick 7, which brings us to pick 8, and you have the Carolina Panthers. Now, Justin Fields, as I've scouted him more, not a fan. Not a fan at all. I don't think he's accurate. I think he's just an athlete. Trey Lance, I really like Trey Lance. And DSU, but Justin Fields still on the board. This is tough. This is a coin flip. You got Teddy B there. I'm going to go bold. Trey Lance. Trey Lance over Justin Fields. Look at Justin Fields' film. He misses wide open receivers all the time. He'll switch and throw to other people. So it's he definitely is not as alert or aware as Trey Lance looks. Trey Lance, you sit him for a year, you have a great quarterback. He has all the intangibles that you look for in the quarterback position. So brings us on to the 9th pick. You got Broncos here. Who's still on the board? We got a lot of talent still on the board. We got Kyle Pitts. You got Patrick Surtain. You got Micah Parsons, Caleb Fairley. But if they're going to go anybody, it's going to be Surtain. Beef up that secondary. Now, that brings us to the Dallas Cowgirls, and they could use some protection. I think that I had them going offensive line last time, but their defense looks brutal. So, but they could benefit from Pitts. But they have so many weapons on offense. No, they absolutely got to go Caleb Fairley here. They pair him with Trayvon Diggs. They need secondary help bad. Now we have the New York Giants. If they can get Micah Parsons here at 11, that would be an amazing fit. Wow. So we got San Fran up next. Justin Fields still on the board. Imagine what Kyle Shanahan can do with Justin Fields. Kyle Pitts too, but they have Kittle. Justin Fields. I'm having Kyle Pitts fall. Kyle Pitts is falling. He's fallen far. And now you have pick 13. You have the Chargers. Do you get more help for my boy Justin Herbert? I could see them going Pitts here. I could see them going Pitts. Get Justin Herbert a nice safety blanket. You got Hunter Henry who might be leaving in free agency, but I think you got to protect him. You got Cosme, you got Darisol, you got Slater. We'll go Cosme out of Texas. And then that brings us to the Minnesota Vikings. This has a lot of defensive and lineman needs. They have Kyle Rudolph. They have Irv Smith, so Kyle Pitts is going to continue to fall. They could use offensive line help. Do we go back-to-back O-linemen? You got Darisol out of Virginia Tech. Rashawn Slater we'll go Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern to the Minnesota Vikings here at pick 14. Now, Kyle Pitts still on the board. Automatic great fit here. Patriots at 15 are going to take Kyle Pitts. Now, we have the Arizona Cardinals. They could use a cornerback, J.C. Horn. Going to continue with the cornerback pick for Arizona as I did last draft. Now, this is Las Vegas wanting an edge, but this is tough. I could see them going a receiver too. You have Darren Waller, but their next best receiver is Hunter Renfrow, Nelson Aguilar. You got Rashad Bateman here in Minnesota. I'm going to have Rashad Bateman going 17 to the Raiders. Now, next up, we have the Dolphins' second pick. Who did I have them going at 3? I had them going receiver, correct. So I think they have a great defense. They have a really good defense. Do you get better protection right here? Do you go back-to-back? Ooh, you can go running back. Najee Harris looks unbelievable. I'm going to go Najee Harris. You get 2 Bama playmakers in Najee Harris and Devonta Smith to pair with Tua. It's going to be the Miami Crimson Tide, Now we have the Washington football team here at 19. They need quarterback. Probably Mac Jones would be a great fit here in Washington. just because Alex Smith, you don't know his future, and even if he is playing next year, you sit Mac Jones for a year. So we got the Bears coming up here at 20. Man, they need quarterback too. You know, you got Foles' contract in there, but Kyle Trask won't go that early. He's going to fall to the second. Yeah, quarterback, you got O-line. O-line's definitely a need for them. I'm going to go Darisaw out of Virginia Tech. Now, we got the Colts here at 21. They're going to make a play for quarterback in free agency. P. River retired. Everyone knows that. They could use another receiver, but, you know, you got Pittman, you got Paris Campbell. T.Y. Hilton might leave in free agency. You don't got to go running back because you got Jonathan Taylor, who's an absolute monster. I love him. I think, and their defense looked good too. I think the Colts are close. They're a quarterback away, but their O-line looks great. But you never have too many edge. What about like interior D-line? They got Buckner, huh? Their secondary. What about a safety? No, I don't like any of these safeties going here in the first. Asante Samuel's still there. Linebacker. I don't know. I really don't. You know what? You can never have enough edge. I'm going to go Joseph Asai here out of Texas to the Colts. It's not a flashy pick, but it's a good pick, you know. And that's going to mess up their interdivisional rivals here with the Tennessee Titans, who desperately need an edge. But you know what? They're going to pick Gregory Rousseau out of Miami. I like Rousseau a lot. Really like Rousseau, actually. And then we have the Jets making their second pick here. They went, I went Penei Sewell, correct? Penei Sewell. All right. Do we go defense here? Or we go, you could double up on O-line, really build up that O-line. Or they don't have a running back. Travis Etienne's here. Go back-to-back offense. No, you can get a running back in the second. You can get like a Chuba Hubbard in the third, maybe. Zaven Collins. They could use a receiver. You know what? Do you go all in? Do you put all your chips in the middle for Darnold? Get Terrence Marshall out of LSU? I don't know. But you have your two tackles now set. You could go defense. Let's see. Yeah, just the way the board is right now, I'm going to have them going Terrence Marshall at LSU. Yeah, get another weapon. You got him, you got Mims, you got Crowder. That'd be a decent receiving core. All right. Now you got Pittsburgh Steelers here at 24. I don't know, dude. They're stacked at receiver. They could use some O-line help. O-tackle probably. You got Jalen Mayfield. I like Alex Leatherwood a lot. So Alex Leatherwood's going to be a pick here at 24. Now we have the Jaguars. They got themselves a decent receiving core. They have James Robinson, a nice running back. And then you got Trevor Lawrence to tie the whole offense together. But the O-line, again, isn't looking that great. But we have a lot of O-linemen going here. I think they could beef up their defense, definitely. They have great linebackers with a great linebacking core, I should say. But I think they're going to add to that with Nick Bolton. Yeah, Nick Bolton out of Missouri is going to come in and pair him with Miles Jack. That's a pretty solid linebacking core there. Now, we have the Cleveland Browns. Jalen Phillips, edge out of Miami. You're going to pair him with Myles Garrett, and you have a really, really scary front on your defense. Now, we got the Ravens here. I don't know why tight end's a need. They have Mark Andrews. And they just re-signed Nick Boyle. So, Etienne's here still, which is not a team need because they have J.K. Dobbins and Gus the Bus Edwards. So, I could see them beefing up their interior O-line a little bit. Elijah Vera Tucker here out of USC, maybe. I could see that. Or I could see them going receiver again just to give another weapon to Lamar, maybe. Their defense isn't bad. Could they benefit from another cornerback? I feel like their secondary is getting on the older side there. But linebacker wouldn't be too bad of a pick either. What about edge? What do we got for edge? Ooh, Jason Awa out of Penn State. I kind of like that. That's going to be the pick here. Jason Awa out of Penn State. Another edge going here in the first. So now we have the Saints. Saints are a mess. They need everything. But I'll tell you what they don't need. They don't need Etienne out of Clemson because they have Alvin Kamara locked up on an insane contract. So they need a lot. I think Breeze is done. The way he looked at the field when he lost that playoff game, he's as good as done. But their defense isn't bad. It's just old. Their offense has the pieces. They just need a quarterback. They have a good offensive line. I think they can go linebacker here. They could definitely benefit from a linebacker. What linebackers do we have here? You got Zaven Collins still out of Tulsa. Jeremiah Owusu. Yeah, Dylan Moses is a beast, but everyone's saying he's fallen. I think after the combine he's going to come back up. But we're going to go Zaven Collins from Tulsa here to the Saints. Now, that brings us to the Green Bay Packers. And you know what? I'm going to do this just because I know Packers fans have been dying for a complimentary piece for years to Devontae Adams. I think Rondale Moore out of Purdue is a great deep threat. And, it would be a really, really, really nice compliment to Devontae Adams' game. And then that brings us to the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. The Bills. The Bills, the Bills, the Bills. I can't believe Etienne's going to fall that far, but, I believe it. They could use cornerback as well. Paratridavius. I mean, they have a great defense. They're another one of those teams that they're right there, man. They just need a little more experience. Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC, maybe. Yeah. Get some better protection for Josh Allen. Add to that O-line. I mean, that's really the best he can do right now in the point that they're at. And then now we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to the Super Bowl. Probably gonna have a Super Bowl predictions video dropping at some point this week. But as of right now, this has them losing to the Chiefs in this draft. This is tough. You have Vita Vea, you got Ndamukong Suh, so I don't know why interior D-line's an issue. They have receivers. They have a great offense. They're another really close team. Edge. I could see them going edge. I'd also see them going cornerback. Asante Samuel out of Florida State or Eric Stokes. I'm going to have Asante Samuel going here in the first at 31 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, finally, the final pick in the draft, we have the Kansas City Chiefs, who apparently are your Super Bowl champions. Okay. I don't think receiver is really that big of a need. A nice receiving core, and Mahomes just makes everybody around him better. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was the pick last year. That rhymed. You can always go offensive line, beef that up. Who else do we have here? I could see them going, they don't really need interior D-line, do they? They're such a good team. I could see them going linebacker. No, they got Willie Gay. They have, what's his name, that they got a couple years ago from Dallas. They have decent secondary. Who's best available? Etienne, no. Jeremiah Owusu out of Notre Dame. It's going to be the pick, the linebacker, just because he's best available, best on the board. And that will commence my number 2 mock draft of 2021. Mock draft 2021 2.0, however you want to call it. Let's take a look here. We got Jacksonville Jaguars, T-Law, Jets, Sewell, Dolphins, Smith. Yeah, I like how this came out. I think this addresses a lot of team needs. But you know what? No matter what, it's going to be really interesting seeing what happens this offseason and what teams prioritize. Especially with teams like the Eagles, you have that quarterback situation you got to deal with. They had the 6th pick. They were supposed to be playoff contenders, and all of a sudden they just went downhill. Now they have a nice young coach in Sirianni. Sorry, I'm biased. I'm an Eagles fan. That's why I pointed them out. But the Lions with Goff, that changes the whole platform of everything too, the whole structure. So really interesting. You got the Jets situation, you got the Dolphins situation. It's gonna be a really, really interesting offseason. So hopefully I'm gonna have a lot of content like the 2-point to come out and produce for you guys. So if you liked this mock draft, don't forget to drop a comment if you agree, disagree, or what you would have done different. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. A lot of big things coming to the channel soon. So I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care. Oh, you're still here. Well, if you want to click right here, you can watch another video, or right here and you can subscribe. Either's fine with me. Have a nice day.